So the problem statement is there is one conveyor system on which there is one switch which is going to turn on that conveyor for 15 seconds because the product will take 15 seconds to travel from one end to another end of a conveyor. So that's why 15 seconds. And as the product reaches to the second end of the conveyor, the indication lamp should go on. So hello everyone, this is the automation here, and as you know we have talked about all three timers of Allen Bradley in our previous video, and in this video we are going to talk specifically about T-on timer and we will solve some examples based on T-on timer. So let's start with our first problem. But before that you need to subscribe our channel because we want to build this community of automation engineers. So hit that subscribe button and let's jump in. So as you know, in T-on timer, there are three bits. First one is enable bit, second one is done bit, and third one is timer timing bit, which is TT bit. And this one is timer name, and this time base is the multiplying factor in our delay time calculation. And this preset value is the delay on which our timer is going to work. And this accumulator will accumulate the delay time until it reaches the preset value. So let's start with our first program. So the problem statement is whenever we turn on our switch, then our first motor will start immediately and it will turn off after 10 seconds. And whenever our first motor turns off, our second motor should go on. So this was the small program. So let's start to solve this. So for that we need one T-on timer. So I will just give its address and I will just keep this time base to 1.0 and I will just give the preset value to 10 seconds and this accumulator will accumulate the value. And now I will just add one contact here for starting this timer, and I will just add one branch instruction here in which I will just drag this timer instruction, and I will just add one NC contact here, and I will just add one coil here, and I will add one rung here, and I will just add one contact here and one output coil which will be our second motor. So for this contact I will just name start switch. So I will just give the addresses to our all inputs and outputs. So now I have given all the addresses to our all instructions. Like for this contact I have used the start switch address, and for this NC contact I have used the done bit of this timer, and that same done bit is being used here for this contact, and these two will be our motor 1 and motor 2. So let's check. So now our program is in ideal condition, which means no output is on and no input has given to any instruction. So now let's check the conditions of our problem statement, which says our first motor should go on immediately after I turn on the switch, and our second motor should go on after 10 seconds of our first motor starting time. So now I will just make the switch on. So now you can see our motor 1 is started here and our timer is also started here, which will count for 10 seconds, and after 10 seconds our first motor will go off and our second motor is turned on here. So the problem is solved here. So now let's move further to our second problem. So the problem statement for our second program is there is one conveyor system on which there is one switch which is going to turn on that conveyor for 15 seconds because the product will take 15 seconds to travel from one end to another end of a conveyor. So that's why 15 seconds. And as the product reaches to the second end of the conveyor, the indication lamp should go on. So let's start to create this program. So for that we need one rung here and one contact inside it and one T-on instruction for this one, and I will just add one another rung here and I will just add one another rung here, and in this rung I will create the logic for conveyor, and in this rung I will create the logic for our indication lamp. So for that we need one contact here and here as well, and two output coils for here and here, and I will just give all addresses. So now I have given all the addresses in which I have given this contact a start switch address, and I have given preset value of 15 seconds for this timer, and I have used a timer timing bit for our conveyor, and I have used one timer done bit for our lamp. So let's check our program is in ideal condition, which means our conveyor is not on yet. But if I start this switch on, then our timer will start, which will turn on that conveyor as well. And when the accumulator value goes to 15, the lamp should go on. So let's check. So I will just toggle this switch on and our conveyor is started here and our timer is also started, which will count for 15 seconds, and After 15 seconds, the timer timing bit will go off and our done bit will go on, along with our lamp will also turn on. So this was the small program for our conveyor belt system, and I hope you got the point how to use the on instructions in your program. And if you didn't got any point in this lecture, do let me know in the comment section. I will always be there to answer your questions. And if you learned something new from this video, then go hit that like button. And if you are interested in PLC automation, then go and subscribe our channel and share this video to your friends and colleagues who are interested in PLC automation. So with that being said, I will see you in the next video, in which we are going to talk about the T off instruction and their application. So for that, stay tuned. I will see you in the next video. Bye.